The Cleveland Slow thinks that being an adult means having strong opinions. Being stupid and ignorant about everything doesn't stop him from firing off.
Chainsaws give Ray PTSD about hacking up his dates.
A viewer submits a comment about Raymond encountering difficulty in disposing of his alleged victims. Raymond distracts and babbles. A classic slow maneuver.
Thank you, Detroit Dabbler. I've never, what do you call it? I've never operated a chainsaw. You know what? And I think I'd be scared. I don't think I want to, because like you see them sometimes, like in horror movies where they go out of control, right? Like they start them up and then like the person can't handle them because like they're too. So I don't know.
The Slow says the person cannot handle them because they are two. Where exactly does Raymond find movies with 2-year-old babies operating chainsaws?
I don't know about you guys, but yeah, I don't think I would ever want to. Yeah, I don't think I ever want to like operate a chainsaw. I think and there's no reason to, unless you're going to chop down a tree. Why would you own a chainsaw, right? They're just for trees.
The concept of owning tools for specific tasks befuddles the Slow.
You know, they're not just sitting around the house, right? You'd have like a weed whacker or something if you want to get rid of weeds. No one's got a chainsaw for that. Like, also, they sound like they'd be expensive too. A chainsaw?
A brand new 18-inch chainsaw can be had for under $250. That is a lot of money for a vagrant with no talent.
But they, you gotta like rev them or whatever?
You have to rev them or whatever.
I'm going to say I've never really been around chainsaws. I just seen them on the side of the road, or not side of the road.
A Freudian slip.
But like when you're driving by and people like chopping down trees and they like got their chainsaws going. But yeah, for the most part. And that had to make it easier, obviously, to like chop down trees. You know, speaking of chainsaws, Leo Gunn, you need to get one to cut down those trees. So the roots quit going around your fucking sewer pipes and flooding your basement. Take those trees down. Take control. Get a chainsaw. Detroit Dabbler knows what he's talking about. Get a chainsaw, take down the trees, which is also weird too, because you can't really just take down a tree.
Brace yourselves, dear audience. A watershed of stupid is about to occur.
Because if you took down a tree, like if you live in a city and you just started like going at a tree with a chainsaw, the tree's going to just like fall on everything. Like you can't. You know what I mean? Like it's going to either fall, it's either going to fall in the house or it's going to fall in the street or it's going to fall in the cars like parked in the street. So yeah, that's got to be a weird thing. So I think you have to hire someone. Like you can't do that yourself. So there's really no reason for any civilian to own a chainsaw. I think that's what we're getting here, Detroit Dabbler.
Raymond advised Leo Gunn and Detroit Dabbler to purchase chainsaws. Now he reverses himself and declares only military and police should own chainsaws.
I think that's what Detroit Dabbler is pointing out here.
No, you simpleton. Detroit Dabbler is commenting on the difficulty you allegedly encounter in disposing of the bodies of women who reject you.
There's no real reason for a civilian to own a chainsaw. There's no reason, because you can't chop down a tree. Because if you did, you don't know where it's going to go. It's going to land on things. It's going to like land on the car that's parked in front of your house. It's going to land on the neighbor's thing.
The neighbor's thing. Gravity is far beyond what the Slow can grasp with his tiny mind.
So you got to like get the branches. I think you got to climb the tree, get the branches off the top of the tree, and then you work your way down. So you got to hire someone. So yeah, I don't think chainsaws really need to be, and that's going to ruin the chainsaw business. I think that's what's happening here. You know, there's too much liability. So I think the chainsaw market, if you own stock in chainsaws, now's the time to sell. I don't do a lot of financial advising.
Only another slow would take financial advice from Raymond.
I don't do a lot of financial advising, but that's what I'm doing here. This is what Detroit Dabbler is letting me know, that is a thing that should be done. That yes, it's time to sell your stock in chainsaws.
Federal and state securities laws heavily regulate who can offer investment advice. Raymond claims to have an MBA, or as he pronounces it, an NBA, with an N, as in no brain. This does not qualify him under securities laws.
There's no reason to have them anymore. And so now's the time. I don't even know who makes chainsaws, but yeah, that would be a good thing. I used to lie all the time when I was a kid. I would just lie about everything. I never told my mom anything. And then when I did, I would just lie to her. I just did that.